told you I was going to bring the spice today. Alright, so there's also this general consensus. And Trim, I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah. What?
Where there's this chat going on in the street that the black man
is God.
We know that already.
Yeah.
But you can confirm that. But there's this general consensus, this thread, this narrative in the streets that the black man does not find the black woman desirable, and he makes it very public that is the case.
I'm gonna get quite real here.
All right.
Yeah, whatever. Let's go.
Do you mind?
Please.
Right, let's go. What is that?
Okay. All right. Let me try and just start. Dissect this now.
Yes.
Listen, it's very obvious.
Scalpel.
The black woman is very, very desirable, and
What?
the black man will always find the black woman
extremely
desirable. What we don't find desirable
They're
is
mold.
when some of them don't do the right thing.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about Spike Lee.
Right, exactly.
Spike Lee joint.
What's the right thing? The right thing is very, very simple.
Yeah.
Give the right signs out to us.
Truth.
Don't try to over manipulate a situation. Be organic. I go to South Africa quite a lot, and I always make this distinction between South African women and British women.
Oh, really? Talk
When
to
a
me.
woman in South Africa likes you, a gorgeous black goddess, for example, she will make it very clear that she's feeling you.
Right.
Doesn't mean that she's going to come and initiate a conversation, but she will give you a look. She will give you a sign. That will say,
eye.
come and talk
Will she
to
do
me.
that dance that they do in, the house?
Or what, like in Coming to America?
You know the hip thing.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't you seen? No, haven't you seen?
Oh, is that a mating
when they
call?
do the dance?
Is that the
When they do
mating
dance
call
with their
or
hip.
something? Is that the mating?
With the leg up. So what I'm effectively
that one.
That one's dope, Trim. I mean, I watch that and have all kinds of thoughts.
Some of them can,
but
some of them
about that
now
later.
as well. You see them in the deck, on front of the decks doing the dance with their brethren.
dude. So I just think to myself, like, I think sometimes it's the modern concept of their personality that we don't always warm to. But I always say some because, let's not forget, the queens and the gorgeous black women out there who unfortunately haven't met their match yet, but have all of those qualities. I'm always making it specific to some. But I tell a lot of English girls, in particular English girls, I say, you know what, you need to be a bit more, when you're in a public domain, like there's more to life than just your phone. And contouring and watching tutorials while you're walking to work.
I've had enough.
Open your eyes.
Motherfuckers.
Open your eyes.
Yeah.
You're walking past your husband, boyfriend. You're walking past them because you're not focused on
Then they're
seeing.
focusing on the people who do have these things that they want already. Like they're looking at a Kardashian, for example.
Absolutely.
Like Kim.
Yeah.
No, wrong example. But someone who's got a Beyonce.
Yeah.
Who has a husband. And they're so much into Beyonce's business instead of being in their own business.
In their own.
That they're seeing things.
Beyonce not paying attention to
But
no
Beyonce
guy.
finessed everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She finessed all of them.
Yeah, I know, but
She finessed Jay.
I love that word.
She finessed Jay.
Bro, she told everybody be single ladies, independent women.
Yeah, dumb. And then
she's married.
went and found a guy with a big lock in his head. With a big
and
dreadlock.
kept it moving.
And kept it moving.
But I feel like they focus on the wrong things. Like you could look at the blueprint of a Beyonce, or let's bring it back because Beyonce is married. You could look at the blueprint of a Rihanna, for example. Where it's like Rihanna is about her business.
Absolutely.
Rihanna moves on her own time. Rihanna knows in the streets people want an album from her. Rihanna's like,
I'm making more money
I'm
elsewhere.
making money with my beauty products and my lingerie. Boom. There's a bunch of guys in the industry that lust and want Rihanna. Someone had Rihanna. He fumbled big time. He's never recovered.
He fumbled the bag, boy.
Fumbled big time. You got guys lusting after I want to be Rihanna and all that. It took Rocky to come in. Pretty boy Flacco came in and just locked it down.
Yeah.
And when they realized they're a thing, I don't know the business coming up there. Clearly, Rocky was like, I need to make you the mother of my child.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying it will work out for you exactly like that. You're going to meet someone who's on the same level of you as you, maybe financially or status-wise, whatever. But
Absolutely.
Just hear us out and just see how we move in a room full of vultures.
I like that.
And just see how we present ourselves to the masses, because my problem is being Dominican. When I go back home, I just lose my mind, and I have to control myself because like I'm looking and I'm seeing
you're not
a
the
bunch
only one.
of lovely.
Tail.
You're not the only
Everything.
one,
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like what you said about guys,
And it's glossy as well.
Whereas
Gloss.
here,
It's got a lot of gloss.
Whereas here, you're the, spoiler alert, you're the minority in England.
I think it's a westernized culture as well.
I agree.
Westernized culture in general, especially now, is everything is fleeting, everything's fast, everything is just, okay, I can get someone else, and you know what I mean? There's no again, back to what the word Trim used, substance. There's no substance anymore. So when you're talking about back home, when we talk about back home, the substance is there because there's no real influence, westernized. I'm sure there is some cultures, some westernized cultures there, but it's not saturated. So people are more on bringing their children up to be husbands and wives, and that's the natural progression. And in most cultures,
because it matters.
it matters. That's what it is.
Because it matters.
Yeah.
Over here, people don't. As a parent, and I don't know if parents are really checking
Teaching
for
them,
how they're bringing up their children.
I always told
correctly.
No, absolutely.
Not just feeding your kid and taking your kid to school and then bringing your kid back and then putting them to bed. That's not enough.
No.
You gotta
nurture them.
You gotta nurture. It's an amazing word.
My son the other day, and he made me so proud the other day. I can't remember the question quite what the question was, but it was along the lines of what does mum and dad do?
Yeah.
And the first few things he said about me and his mum was that we worked. Oh, you work, Dad, you do this, you do your podcast, you do, like he started reeling off the things that he sees me doing as a man.
And he's a sponge.
And he identifies with that. So it's very important to have that kind of situation with your children where you nurture them, you explain to them, listen, this is how you're supposed to be a man.
And how you react and respond to things.
And let them see how you interact and respond with your own significant other. So then
That's
they
the
can
beginning.
see, okay, this
That's
is what
the
a mum and
beginning,
dad's
yeah.
are. This is the union that they
big
have.
time.
See what I'm saying? So I feel like that's just the only problem that I see, like with the culture now.
Yeah.
It's like, who's raising you? If you're a beautiful woman, who's raising you to be what type of woman? Do you see what I'm saying? Who's raising you to be that type of man? Do you know what I mean?
And it's a comfort zone thing as well, man. I always tell a lot of my women in my family in particular, I always tell them, understand that there's a big difference between quantity and quality. Quantity and quality, sorry.
Yep.
And I think a lot of women are absorbed in how many men are talking to them.
Yes.
No, break down that a little bit and get specific as to who is talking to you and why you need to
And
give
why?
that person the attention
That's
as
real.
opposed to all these other people that you're getting on Instagram.
Yeah.
And that's what is lost in the sauce.
Do you know what the most
100%.
You know what the most important question is though? Is it worth it? Because you can have 10, you can have 20, you can have 1.
Yeah.
What is it worth it? What the attention that you're getting? Where's it going? What you know what I mean? What's the direction?
Yeah.
How can it work for you? Is it going to work for you? And a lot of people don't think about that. They just think about the fact that they've got
And you know what
a
it is as
certain
well?
feeling on lock because it's feeding their ego.
Yep.
But when your ego's done, because the ego's like a balloon. Once it's popped, there's nothing.
There's nothing left.
How nice is it when you see loads of balloons being blown up and they're in a bunch and you hold it up in the sky? It looks lovely. But when you pop a balloon and you look it on the floor, how shit does it look?
It's terrible.
That's your fucking ego.
I like that,
So
man.
be
Good analogy, bro.
sensible.
Great analogy.
Be sensible on how you handle yourself because humility is everything.
You know what it is?
100%.
I think we need to understand the sexes a bit more as well. I don't think we understand necessarily as much about women and vice versa.
Yeah,
and I think that's very important to understand something. Because I even...
Mechanics.
Yeah, I'll even put it down to the concept of this whole dating thing. I always tell women that you look at dating as a recreational thing.
Yes.
Oh, I'm dating. I'm dating.
Yes.
I told this woman the other day, men
with no intention.
don't like dating.
Yeah, we
Men
don't
hate it.
No, we're not on it.
It's expensive.
It's crap.
Yeah, it's redundant a lot of the time. We don't like dating, but we have to do the process in order for us to now navigate through this crowded market of single women. Yes, there's a lot of single women, but it's like almost winning that lottery. It's trying to find that winning number.
Yeah.
The numbers are there, but it's how am I navigating?
Dating is for me.
that?
Dating is for me to be in an environment with you to understand if we get the fuck along.
Yeah.
so that we can go forward and work out what we're doing next.
So true.
It's not about me trying to like, okay, cool, you're beautiful. Okay, you got looks, you can chat, but like I'm talking about substance. Where are we going from here? What can we do for each other to help each other grow?
Absolutely.
In 10 years' time, where are we both going to be as a couple?
Yeah.
Where are we going to be as a what are we going to, what's going to be our defining moments? Do you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, you're right, bro. Like, fuck dating. Like, dating was...
Dating
Can I
is
just
dead,
ask,
man. I can't stand
Can you
it.
remember your first date? Actually, like your first date.
I took the girl that I really liked
Yeah.
at school.
Bro.
We went to our date,
Yeah.
which we kind of incorporated with homework.
Right.
Because I thought that'd be the slick move to do. We went to the library.
Homework, yeah.
That was our first. That was our first date.
I chased
We
a
went
girl around the
library.
library.
Libraries are...
Yeah, but that
libraries
wasn't
are
a date, was it?
bro.
No. Chasing
No,
girl.
yours was a date. It sounds like a date, but I didn't really get like.
Have you done that?
Doing what you're talking about. I never considered it a date.
Okay.
That wasn't.
All right, well,
that's a date.
We're just a buck up.
Okay, in that case,
Can you
my
remember-
first date
Yeah.
was I went to watch Bad Boys
Oh, damn.
at the cinema,
Yeah.
and I wasn't old enough to watch it because I've always been a tall, handsome guy. I'm sorry, because I've always been a tall guy. My date, who was of legal age, she escorted us in, and they didn't ask a question because of my height, but I was below the age to watch Bad Boys. But that was my first.
So did she
official
take
date.
advantage of you?
In what sense? Sorry, break it
I
down.
don't know, but whatever you called the take advantage, I don't know. I'm just interested in hearing because you said that she was old enough to.
She was
what does that mean?
like-
Old enough to go into the cinema?
No,
or
I think
old
she
enough
was
to
like,
mash your tail?
at the time, she was probably like old enough to.
She took him to the cinema.
I think she was like 18, 19.
Okay.
And I was probably like 15.
Oh shit!
I felt like a
Yeah.
like a
Good
baller.
on ya.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But I know,
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw some personal sources. This
yeah,
one.
do it, man.
I know, don't change your face like that. I know. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I get this. Do you know another one? You're top of what you're
Yeah, another one.
Okay, cool. My issue is, and I'm trying to be very self-aware because I know none of us are perfect, but at the same time, if you make a mistake, it's not about the mistake you make; it's how you rectify it.
Yeah,
I know. Looking in the mirror, what I am very guilty of doing is I like to think my actions around you highlight what I think of you.
Mm-hmm.
So
See, you don't think shit of them, you just treat them like a dog.
no. So I'll give you a perfect example. If I think highly of you, if I think like I like your aura around me, you can come chill at my yard. Nothing needs to happen,
Right.
Because I'm cool with your aura.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
At the same time, I could bring you. I feel comfortable with saying to you, "Hey, do you fancy going out later? I'll meet a couple people." Those couple people might be 10, 15 people of my close knit friends, family, whatever. But I feel comfortable bringing you there. You know why? Because I see you like I'm not afraid for someone to say, "Oh, where's so and so?" And I'll be like, "Oh yeah, she's around. You'll probably see her next week or something." I'm not afraid to answer those questions if I bring you around my people like that.
I see.
But my Achilles heel is that sometimes I forget women want to hear you say, "Sir Dre, what's happening?" And then I just say, "Oh yeah, well, me and you,
Tight.
Bonnie and Clyde, let's
yeah.
go." And I'm guilty of that. I need to fix
You
that.
need to learn more about them and
Being
grow with
assertive.
them.
Yeah, but I also
And
need-
himself.
I
That's
also
about
need
him.
to- right. I also
That's
need to be able to say, you know what?
Yeah.
Hey, I like your vibes. Me and you are. What do you want to call it? Or what are we working to? I need to stamp
Yeah,
it. So that,
but haven't you just been with a gal and you just taken out your wood and just gone,
Do you know what gives me?
depends if you-
I've been on
where
many
you're at.
occasions. right?
thanks, Latif. I ain't gonna answer that.
Yeah, because that's not the same as where he's going.
that's good.
That's
know
not
what?
the
It's
same. That's not the same.
No.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I need to verbatim say
Initiate.
this is what we are.
Initiate.
But what I think is in my head, I think she knows what it is because I'm bringing her around family. I'm bringing her around my friends. I'm bringing around
You
scenarios.
think she
where-
appreciates the fact that
I
she's
get it.
in that environment?
Yeah, so I'm
But
thinking
that's-
she
she-
knows
yeah,
that
she don't
she's
know.
on that level.
She
But
don't
women
know.
want communication.
She don't
It's
know.
all-
That's fine.
Women
And I need to be
communicate.
better at
Women
that.
communicate. They talk.
And I appreciate
We
the
don't-
honesty.
We don't do that. That's not
I
really
appreciate
our
the honesty. That's
we
real.
don't. We don't move in that way. We move off action.
But we're starting to now because we're forced to now.
Yeah.
I think what gives me a great deal of satisfaction and focus is knowing that
It's
we are
what- it's
not,
what- it's-
we are not designed to be alone.
Yeah, we're not designed to be
Yes.
alone.
And because we're not designed to be alone,
lonely.
that
Yeah.
gives me the focus to now be like, you know what? Okay, cool. The whole concept of this whole player. That's yesteryear. We're in a different environment. We're in a different world.
do miss
now,
that
right?
sometimes.
I do as well, but it doesn't have any lasting effect.
No, there's no substance.
There's no substance to it now. So now
Big
I think every man's focus
I
now.
think that's the
the
name.
name.
That's the name of the
That's the name.
podcast.
Yeah, every
Substance.
man's focus now is finding someone that they can be with for longevity, for a longer amount of time. There are less men who want to play around now.
Yeah.
And there's more men who want to be like, you know what? Given the fact that we're in this particular environment,
Yeah.
I need to safeguard myself and find myself a regular woman I can grow with and I can establish myself with. No one wants to be a player. Because the only people that really gain from all these recreational dating things is women, not us.
It's tiring. It's tiring.
tiring and it's
running
expensive
around with
and it's
I remember running around. I remember the other day, and I used to think, running around with gal was so time consuming.
good.
Like,
A lot of time.
like it was a lot because.
You can meet more than one in a
And back
day.
in the day,
So
back in the day, Trim, because obviously we've been boys from day one, bro. It wasn't really about finances because you could do bare things without P. When we were young, we could do bare things, but it was the time-consuming thing of having to deal with different personalities, running around, and then because you're not putting your undivided attention into one
person.
You just know you're not growing, so you're just dipping in and out,
I've been
which
there
was cool.
loads.
You kind of cared less.
Yeah, of
Because
course you
knew
kid. You kid
you cared less because you knew it was like, okay, yeah, I hear
bro.
you still.
I mean, dude,
and it might have come across as dismissive. You're dismissive because you're like, oh yeah, I hear you
that's
still,
so
yeah,
true.
cool.
Oi, Trim, trust me,
What are you doing now? I thought you was going. What's it called? And then you're looking at your phone like, how long have I got?
I had this epiphany the other day and I said to
Epiphany,
myself,
them man they would wear.
I said to myself,
What's an epiphany
yo,
now?
It's almost like when you have a recollection of something.
See,
Something that pops into your head.
Now, I remember, I said to myself, relax. I said, if you can go back in time, oh boy. There's a lot of things I'll change when it comes to girls because there was a period of time, I think we all can relate to this, where we just had so much, we took loads of things for granted. I did. I'm not going to lie to you, I did.
Wait a minute.
I took a lot for granted.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, sometimes now when I wake up and I'm in my yard, I'm looking at my four walls.
Yeah.
Thinking to myself, damn.
Yeah.
I could have had Tanisha. I could have had.
Yeah.
I could have had
like
Maylene,
DMX
I could
or what
have
they
had
want.
Monica now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because as you said, the culture was different. It was almost like, you know, you made this impression on a girl, and the minute you made that impression on a girl, she was focused on you. She was waiting for your phone call.
Yeah.
She was waiting on you going out with her and everything. Oh, the culture's changing now. Women are spoiled with ample opportunities for
And
them to
men.
go here,
And
there,
men.
Yo, but
and
the
men
teeth-
and us as well.
There's-
Because we're the initiators.
Yeah.
It's more advantageous for them. Because
But there's
we
some
have-
Women been doing some initiating.
but they have now, which
Yeah.
times have changed.
Women
Women
are
changing a little
ruthless.
bit.
But there's some women
love
who you've had a connection with for years and you're just mad cool with. Like, there's no aggro, nothing. She can confide in you, you can confide in her, and you know that's your safe space. No one's gonna go and share anyone else's business. You just got a nice connection. And I feel like that's more of what's needed in the world. Is connections with women that, all right, you might have sexual relations with them, you know what I'm saying? But they're just cool, like they can come around to your crib, chill out, nothing happens, and you're not gonna go, man, I've really wasted a couple hours. No, they're just there, you like the company, they enjoy their company, do you know what I'm saying? So
totally agree with that.
Yeah, man, but this
So you're saying that in that situation, if they don't initiate or say, do you know what?
Oh no, I'm just saying.
Bumpy.
No, I'm just saying that there's always different levels and different relationships you can have with women, right? And I think it's always nice to have certain women in your life that you've known for years, and regardless of what they message you, you always make time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And if they ever go through something, you'll give them advice. There's no ultimatum.
It doesn't have to be
based
on
like you're trying to get anything from them. It's just like, I'm here for you.
I think that's just growth, though. That's all that is growth. When you're young, we just said it. When you're young, you're running around doing things. You don't really appreciate the women that you're on. But when you get older, you start to appreciate women for who they are as individuals. It might not be a sexual thing. It might just be a friendship, or they might have a professional relationship with them. Now, like especially now, I can call on a bag of gal to do anything. Not even just. It's just like don't do that. It's not even like. It's like, oh, babe, come through because I need another pretty woman in this situation to hold it down. Can you, babe? I need you to do this because you know aesthetically what this room needs to look like, and I know that's your events. Rare. I know that you can do. You're into events, hosting. I know so many different women from different planes. Hear that talk there, different planes. That it's more now important to have those relationships intact instead of trying to just move to them all. Because that's not progressive. But anyway, we spoke too long on this particular subject. I want to thank you for being here.
Yes, man.
And
appreciate it.
This is Fast Food Podcast. This is episode 3. And we're going to get into this for a minute.
That last section was sponsored by Victoria's Secret and 50 Shades of Dre.
50 Shades of Dre.
I go by the name of Morgan Heights, Trimmer, who's got the keys to my bimmer, Drizzy, Saka Freckles. We are back for a brand new season 5 of the Fast Food Podcast. Remember, it is available on all DSPs, iTunes, Spotify, Soundcloud, and Google Podcasts. Visual episodes are available on our YouTube channel. That is Fast Food Podcast TV. Peace. Yeah.